little champions. I hope that you all are doing great, and I welcome you all to mock test 3 of our NEET Premier League. Who all are excited, let me know. So over here I gave you the task to study human health and diseases. I hope you did it. Now if you did that and if you are done with this also, I think 95% of your preparation for this chapter is done. Rest 5% is obviously on you. If you do not revise it, you will forget by the time we reach NEET. So we have to revise it often. Do not forget about it. And now let's see whether my children got the answers correct or not. Every time I show you a question, do let me know the answers in the comment section or basically in the chat box so I can see that you have attended before me. Okay, do not wait for me to answer this. So which of the following is an opiate narcotic? They are simply asking you which among them is an opioid. Okay, remember there are 3 types of drugs: opioid, cannabinoids and coca alkaloids. So opioids, in that comes our most famous heroin, which is also known as diacetyl morphine. Diacetyl morphine. So obviously morphine also comes in this category. And do we have morphine in the option? Look for it. Do we have morphine in the option? Yes. Morphine is used in surgeries as a painkiller or as a sedative. So your correct answer is, children, morphine. Okay. Going ahead, what do we have? Cirrhosis of liver is caused by the chronic intake of what? What do you mean by cirrhosis? I told you, basically if a person is having too much amount of alcohol, this alcohol gives a lot of work to your liver, because your liver is an organ which is going to detoxify things. Its major role is to detoxify things. So basically to all these alcohol molecules, it will be adding some chemical group, okay, some chemical group such that this particular whole thing is now less toxic and can be easily soluble in water and could easily move out of our body. Now, don't you think it's too much of work for liver if you are taking too much amount of alcohol? Yes. So obviously at this point of time, the tissues of the liver, the cells of the liver are going to get damaged, and this is known as cirrhosis of liver. This is caused due to excess use of alcohol. So please, children, do not try alcohol. Do not have this. I know you are in this period of trying everything out, but there's something to be more cool, that is not trying things out. That is, this question came in 2012 and we were able to do it. Going ahead, antibodies are produced by, you tell me, antibodies are produced by what? Obviously antibodies has to be produced by a group of cells which are known as leukocytes. Okay, but this option is there with a C, it's the same thing, okay. But there are, in leukocytes, not all of them they produce antibodies. In leukocytes we have several different types, right? We have agranulocytes, remember, and we have granulocytes, the ones that have granules in them, ones which had granules visible in them when they were using microscope. They didn't have microscope back then, proper microscope, okay. So they didn't find granules over here, but they also actually have granules. These granules are filled with enzymes. So under granulocytes comes your lymphocytes, okay, natural killer cells, and also your monocytes, which are going to become macrophages later on, okay. Now over here in this category, granulocytes comes eosinophil, basophil. You might be thinking why I am teaching all this now, because this is a revision topic, no, and neutrophil. Okay, neutrophil, monocytes, both of them are responsible for phagocytosis. Okay, eosinophil is responsible for allergic response. Basophil is responsible for inflammation. Okay, and natural killer cells are responsible for releasing perforins that make spores. Remember that. Lymphocytes are of 2 types, B and T. B lymphocytes are the one that releases antibodies. So what is the closest option that you have over here? It is what? Lymphocytes. Under leukocytes you have agranulocytes, under agranulocytes you have lymphocytes, under lymphocytes you have B and T lymphocytes. Antibodies are produced from B lymphocytes. Okay, so that is the correct answer. Going ahead, if you suspect major deficiency of antibodies in a person, Okay, to which of the following would you look for the confirmatory evidence? This came in 2015 as well as 2007, repeated question. Okay, if someone has said that they have less amount of antibodies in them, which is the thing that is used for confirmatory evidence? What will you check? Hemocytes, fibrinogen and plasma, serum albumin, these are all proteins, okay? Serum albumin is a protein, fibrinogen is there, hemocytes are there, that is all different, okay? Hemocytes is not a protein, it's a cell. Now, serum globulins is the thing that you need to remember. Okay, I told you antibodies, with love we call them antibodies, but actually what is their name? For example, my name is Jasmine, but people call me JJ, Jazz and everything. This is with love. So with love we call them antibodies, but the actual name is immunoglobulins, children. Immunoglobulins. I taught you, right? IgA, IgG we studied, right? So globulins, they are proteins. They are proteins, and serum globulins means serum. In the serum, basically in the plasma, you are finding what? Globulin protein. So this is the correct answer for this particular question. Who all got it correct? Tell me. Who all got it correct in the comment section? Please let me know. That me, ma'am, we got fourth question entirely correct. Or you can, yeah. I think that's enough. Now next thing, the interferons are. What are interferons, children? What are interferons? The antigen proteins, the antiviral proteins, antibiotic proteins, all of this. Interferons are the ones that are released from, so this is a cell which is infected by a virus. Okay, and now this cell which is there, it is going to tell the other cell, okay, neighbor cell, that hey, you have to be careful. I am infected with virus, you should be releasing out certain antiviral things. Okay, you should be releasing some antiviral things, but obviously they cannot speak. So what do? The virus infected cell will be releasing interferons. So you only tell me they are antiviral proteins or not? Yes, they are antiviral proteins. Okay, do you agree with me? This came in the year 1996. Going ahead, which of the following is the correct match? Okay, you have to find the correct match. Cocaine is an opiatic narcotic. It's wrong. So reserpine, you have not heard about it. So let's keep it like that only. Okay, cocaine is not an opioid. It's a coca alkaloid. Morphine is an hallucinogenic. No, it is not hallucinogenic. It is a depressant. Basically, it's a sedative. It makes you slow down in a way. So morphine is not hallucinogenic. Bhang is analgesic. Bhang comes under this category, cannabinoids. It is not analgesic. Instead, it is something that has to increase. It increases your blood pressure and it has effects on your cardiovascular system, and also it is an hallucinogen. So this is also wrong. So since you know about this, it's there in your NCERT, you can be sure that this is something that's out of the box, and this is something that is wrong as well. Okay, so sixth question, A is the correct answer. Which of the following is the correct match? This probably could be the correct match because all of them are entirely wrong for sure. Okay, this came in 2001. Going ahead, in higher vertebrates, the immune system can distinguish self cells and non-self. Okay, our own cells and our foreign cells, something that is not our bodies. Okay, if this property is lost due to genetic abnormality and it attacks self cells as well, then it leads to what? Now it is attacking self cells. Then what does it lead to? You tell me. What does it lead to? Autoimmune diseases, active immunity, allergic responses, graft rejection. This autoimmune disease. Autoimmune as in you are killing your own cells. Okay? Own cells are killed. That is what you mean by autoimmune diseases. Example, rheumatoid arthritis. There the synovial membrane, okay, which is there in your joint and everything, it is getting damaged, and which is why inflammation is caused, and because of this inflammation you get pain and everything. Okay, so it is autoimmune disease. This came in the year 2016, a very direct question from your NCERT. Next thing, antigens are present. What do you mean by antigens? So basically, if a pathogen gets inside a cell and this particular cell is going to kill it, okay, then what will happen? To show that I am affected, to show this particular red flag that, hey, I am affected, you need to do something, our cells basically puts a part of it, okay, puts a part of it on the top of the cell, saying that I am affected with this something, okay, with a organism that has this as a protein, please help me out. So basically antigens are present on the cell surface, children. They are present on the cell surface, and now this antigen is recognized by the antibodies which are produced by the B cells. Works? Okay, so they are present on the cell surface, not anywhere else. Inside the cytoplasm there is no need of it. Okay, so this is just like a marker thing that is being shown by our cells itself. And yeah, other cells will also have it. All the cells will be having certain proteins like this, which makes them very unique, very different, and then this is sensed by our body's antibody as well. Okay, now next thing, motile zygote of Plasmodium occurs in children. I explained this question to you, and that is why I put it over here. This has come, so why not explain it again? It's not a problem, but you have to remember it. Motile zygote of Plasmodium, tell me, where is it occurring? So remember, gametocytes were formed in our body. Gametocytes were type of cells which has the ability to form the gametes, but do they form the gamete in our body? No. Instead, the gametocytes basically is there in our blood. This blood is taken by the mosquito, and now this particular blood goes to the mosquito's gut. Okay, mosquito's gut, not ours. Okay, mosquito's gut, and then what happens? Basically, in the gut, the gametocyte will be forming what? Gametes, and the gametes, they basically fuse. They fuse to form what? Zygote. The zygote says, I cannot stay here, I will develop into something motile, and this motile structure is known as ookinete. Okay, so basically motile zygote of Plasmodium occurs in what? The gut of the female Anopheles mosquito. You know it's female Anopheles mosquito, right? It's the female Anopheles mosquito which has the whole thing happening in its body. Okay, it's not the male. Male one does not take the blood. It feeds, all the male mosquito, it feeds on the plant sap, not on the blood. So they need it for reproduction, which is why they take our blood. So yes, that is the thing. The motile form is known as ookinete. Okay, and it occurs in the gut. I hope it's clear to you. It came in the year 2012, and we are already on the 9th question. Next question. Which of the following is not a bacterial disease? You tell me. Dysentery. Isn't it bacterial? It can be caused by bacteria, it can be caused by protozoa. Example of bacteria that causes dysentery is Shigella, E. coli. Shigella or E. coli. Okay. Plague, it is caused by Yersinia pestis. Diphtheria is caused by, what's a Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Remember? Do you remember, or is it me only who is remember everything over here right now? So it's polio, which is a viral disease. It's caused by poliovirus. So this is a viral disease. This came in the year 2015. Very easy question, children. Okay, so please do not mess it up. Going ahead. The infective stage of malarial parasite Plasmodium that enters human body is. So what is the infective stage that enters human body, children? So if this is a mosquito, okay, this does not look like a mosquito, but it's a mosquito. Basically, in its salivary gland, what do we have? We have a stage of Plasmodium which is known as sporozoite, which is the infective stage. Now, when the mosquito comes and bites a human being, okay, over here, so basically what is happening? It is releasing its saliva there. Okay, because its saliva has anti-clotting enzymes. It does not allow the blood to clot, and the mosquito can have a good drink, okay, of the blood. So basically over here, it is giving out its saliva, and the saliva will be having sporozoite and it enters our body. So the answer is what, children? Sporozoite. This came in the year 1990. Okay. So how does sporozoite come in action? Over here, the ookinete is there, the motile form. The ookinete slowly goes to the gut wall, okay, and forms oocyst there. Oocyst, there is a cyst, and then the cyst breaks, it forms sporozoite. Cyst will be having so many sporozoites. The sporozoites will be traveling to the salivary glands of the mosquito. That's how we get the sporozoite. Okay, Done? Next question, 12th. In malaria, fever and chills occur every 3 to 4 days due to rupture of RBCs and release of which toxic substances? Tell me. It came in the year 2015. It's a very direct question again from NCERT. Hemophilia. Hemophilia is another disease altogether, children. Hematocrit, hemozoin, hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, obviously no. Okay. So what is the toxic thing that is being released? Hemozoin. What happens? Do you remember? So basically, when the plasmodium is feeding on the RBC, on the hemoglobin itself is broken down to, free heme and globin protein. Now this heme is very much toxic for the plasmodium. For the what? Plasmodium. It says, I do not like it, so let me convert this particular heme to something which is less toxic, and that is what? Hemozoin. And hemozoin, on the other hand, becomes very toxic for us. And how this anti-malarial medicines work? They does not allow this particular conversion, which is why free heme is there, and it will be still toxic for this guy and it will die. Okay, so that's how it works. And since hemozoin is released, it causes fever and chills. Okay, so this is the correct answer for you guys. This came in the year 2015. Going ahead with the 13th question. The term active immunity means. What do you mean by active immunity? 1999 question. Okay, so over here, it means increasing rate of heartbeat. Is it that? Increasing quantity of blood? No way. Resistance developed after a disease, resistance developed before disease. So active immunity means, children, active immunity means your body is actively producing what? Antibodies. But antibodies are produced after primary response. So after once you have got a disease, that's when antibodies and the memory B cells are produced. So the next time secondary response, they can act on this and we can say that the disease is gone. Our body would be able to fight against that disease. But this is a resistance developed after a disease, not before a disease. Developed resistance after a disease, okay? Because only after a disease we would be getting antibodies, and then in the secondary response they will act on it. Okay, before that our body is very confused as to what to produce. There are so many antibodies, there are so many antigens over here. Which is the antibody which will be perfectly suitable for killing this particular pathogen? So that is the state in the primary response. Next time it comes, it is pretty sure. Okay, next. 14th question. Which of the following options gives the correct match of a disease with its causative organism and the mode of infection? So let's see. First thing, typhoid is caused by Salmonella typhi. Agree. With inspired air? No. Do we get typhoid by taking in air? No, that's wrong. Pneumonia, it's caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae. Agree? Yes. What is the other bacteria that causes it? Haemophilus influenzae. Yes. Is it droplet infection? Yes. So this is correct. But let's see others also. Elephantiasis is caused by Vicariaria bancrofti. Okay. With infected water and food? No. It's caused by Culex mosquitoes bite. Malaria, Plasmodium vivax. Okay. Bite of male Anopheles mosquito. It's not male, it's female. So this is the correct answer that we have. 2011 question, very simple because we studied this. Okay, next, 15th. Transplantation of tissues organ fails often due to non-acceptance by the patient's body. Okay, so transplantation is going to fail. You might have heard about kidney transplant, liver transplant and everything. It fails in the patient's body. Why? Which type of immune response is responsible for such reaction? Cell-mediated, hormonal, physiological immune response, autoimmune response? Tell me. What is it? It is cell-mediated immune response. Why? I told you, everyone has different type of MHC. There are molecules which shows up that there is an antigen. I told you, red flag. So red flag, basically the antigens are carried with the help of these molecules. And everyone has different MHC. Just like how we have different fingerprints, similar to that, MHC molecules are also different. So all our cells have different MHC, and these MHCs are being sensed by the T lymphocytes. T lymphocytes are the one, TH and TC lymphocytes are the ones which is responsible for cell-mediated immune response. So when they see that this is not our category, this is not something that we have in our body, they get it killed. Okay, so it's cell-mediated immune response which is responsible for what, children? For rejection of the grafts. Okay, and we are already done with 15 questions. We just have 15 questions to do. What is the scenario? Is it good or bad? Is it good or is it bad? Tell me in the comment section, ma'am, we are scoring, or ma'am, we are losing. Anyway, children, you're my children, I won't be sad, but I would be really happy if I see that you are trying. So it's 2017 question, or if you are able to understand, do let me know that as well. Now, short-lived immunity acquired from mother to fetus across placenta or through mother's milk to the infant is categorized as active immunity, passive immunity, cellular immunity, or innate non-specific immunity. Now, children, listen to me very carefully. Here, short-lived immunity acquired from mother to fetus through placenta. So, over placenta, one antibody is given, and that is IgG, immunoglobulin G. And now, when our body is not making it, but we are getting it always on rent, okay, it is on rent, we are not getting it, so it has to be for some time. Our body has not been produced, it's from mother to child through placenta. So this is passive immunity. Passive immunity is when you are not making the antibodies, you are renting it out from somewhere. Active is when your body is making it, that is why it happens after disease. Okay, so this is short-lived and this is passive immunity. So the correct answer is passive immunity. Okay. Now, what is shown in the figure? So this is not given in your NCERT, this particular figure, but the questions has come. So how can you understand what is shown in the figure, children? What is this particular thing? So always remember, I told you in the session of drug and alcohol, whenever a big sort of thing comes, just understand this is morphine. This is the correct answer. You can have a look at the structure. There is no way you can, we can have a, remembrance of it. But yeah, use your imagination power over here. Otherwise, it will be difficult. So these are the legs, and over here, what do we have? We have a beak, and that is morphine. Okay. Going ahead, antibodies in our body are complex. Again, what are they? I told you they are proteins, they are globulins. Okay, so we have what matches the best: glycoproteins, lipoproteins, steroids, prostaglandins. So there is lipoproteins where lipid and protein is there. That is what you mean by lipoproteins. Okay, there is glycoproteins where carbohydrate and protein is there. Well, the correct answer to this question is glycoprotein. They are glycoproteins, children. They are not lipoproteins. Okay, I think it's not very understandable because I have just okay, yes, it's glycoprotein. Okay, works. Going ahead, lysozyme that is present in perspiration, saliva, and tears destroys what? What does lysozyme destroy, children? Lysozyme basically acts on the cell wall, right? And who will have the cell wall? Bacteria has a cell wall. Can virus have the cell wall? Virus does not have a cell wall. Bacteria has a cell wall and plants have a cell wall. Fungi also have cell wall, okay? Rest no one has cell wall. Fungi, plant and bacteria has a cell wall. You might have studied this in your 11th grade, right? So basically, it's certain type of bacteria which is being killed with the help of lysozyme. This came in the year 2007. Okay, so while I was teaching, I told you that it affects the cell wall. So you have to know which one of them has the cell wall, and it's mostly the bacteria. Certain fungi it's there, but again the correct answer for it is the bacteria. Okay, next thing, which of the following pair of diseases caused by virus, children? What is caused by virus? Let's see. So cholera and tuberculosis, both of them, they are caused by bacteria. Agree? Typhoid and tetanus, again caused by bacteria. Clostridium tetani and Salmonella typhi. AIDS and syphilis. Syphilis is caused by bacteria. Okay, and over here AIDS is caused by HIV virus. So this is caused by virus. There's nothing is caused by virus over here. Over here, rabies and mumps, if you see, both of them are caused by virus, which is why this is the correct answer. Okay, I explained this question to you. I just wanted to recheck. That's all. Came in the year 1996. Okay. Going ahead, so this is not there in your NCERT. Even cholera is not there in your NCERT, explained like that. But still they have asked you. So you should be knowing about it. I have explained it in the session which I did. So that is why I said these extra things now are important. You need to go out of your NCERT also at times. Yeah. Now what do we have? So that is there. Yeah. Ringworm in humans is caused by 21 question. Ringworm in humans is caused by, children. Ringworm is a disease where a ring shaped thing is formed in your body and it's caused by not a worm but a fungus. Okay, it is caused by fungus, a group of funguses which you call microsporum. So this fungus is like a small pore, you can remember like that. Okay, next thing, microsporum, and then trichophyton. You also call it epidermophyton and all this thing. Okay, all these other names. So these are all fungi. Cool, and it is caused by, it causes scaly lesions on your skin and things like that. It's caused by using the combs and things like that. So please do not share your combs and your clothes and things like that without washing. Now, 22nd question. If a person shows production of interferons in the body, the chances are that he has got infection of what? You tell me. It's a very tricky question. Tetanus, malaria, typhoid or measles. It's not a tricky question, but I found it very nice. If a person, so persons should be having a very good knowledge about interferons also and the diseases also, then only that person can answer this question. So person has production of interferons, then what is the disease that this particular person has? Please answer me. This is a very interesting question. I want to see your answers as well. Please answer in the comment section. Tetanus, malaria, typhoid, measles. Tell me. Over here, children, tetanus is caused by a bacteria. Malaria is caused by a protozoan. Okay, typhoid again is caused by a bacteria. Measles is caused by a virus. And interferons are basically produced when there is viral attack. So basically it should be measles. Now if you do not know about this, can you answer this question? No. We studied this under what say diseases which are caused by viruses. So you should be knowing about it. Okay. Going ahead. 23rd question. Acquired immunity has which of the following features? Non-specific, memory, anti-cancer and congenital. Is it congenital? Do we get it from, it's genetic? No. Anti-cancer? Memory? Yes. Non-specific? No. It is very much specific. Okay, it is very much specific. So for specific antigens, for specific pathogens, it releases specific antibodies, or there will be different mechanism for action. Okay, how do you get memory? So every time, as I said, acquired immunity are of two types. One is they have a humoral response where your B cells are involved, and one is cell mediated response. One is cell mediated where your T cells are involved. Whenever B cells get active, they produce two types of cell. One is plasma cell and the other one is memory B cell. Okay, now this memory B cell have a memory of what is the pathogen that has come and caused the ruckus. Similarly, T cells also, there are different types. TC, that is cytotoxic cells, TH, that is helper cells, and then you have memory T cells as well. Okay, so here plasma cells are the one that releases antibodies, but then you have memory also. So the next time any attack comes, you remember it. So acquired immunity, which has both of these responses, have memory. Okay, going ahead. Which disease is shown in the figure? What is the disease that is being shown in the figure, children? Is it Kala Azar? Is it malaria? Is it filariasis, ascariasis? It's filariasis. It's caused by filarial worm. It's caused by filarial worm, that is Wuchereria bancrofti. Okay, Wuchereria bancrofti. It's a nematode. It comes under Aschelminthus. It's a nematode. Can be also asked. Okay, filariasis is caused by a nematode or whatever options. It's caused by nematodes. Okay, it's Wuchereria bancrofti or Wuchereria malai, and this particular disease is also known as elephantiasis. Elephantiasis. Why is it known as elephantiasis, children? Because over here your lower limb, which includes your genital organs, okay, which includes your genital organs and lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is swollen. Is what? Swollen. So over here, usually what happens, whatever extra things that oozes out of our blood vessels and all is collected by a lymphatic vessel. But over here, lymphatic vessel itself is damaged. So there would be no one to collect this extra fluid. So it gets accumulated, it causes inflammation and causes huge lot of trouble, which is why elephantiasis is caused. Okay, so filariasis is the name, filarial worm. Okay. Next question. What does B represent in the figure? So there is a figure that is given over here and they have mentioned B. So this middle thing is the B thing. What is B over here? Thyroid, tonsils, thymus, trachea. You tell me. You tell me what is B over here. So if it is thyroid, it has to be here. Tonsils also, it has to be near your face, over here or here, or if there are different types of tonsils. Okay, thymus is the one that is there in your chest region behind the sternum, the chest bone. So this is the correct answer, children. This is the correct answer, thymus. Okay, why not trachea? Because they have not made the structure like that, so that's why not trachea. Now, analgesic drugs. What are analgesic drugs? You tell me. Form tissues, relieve pain, relieve fatigue, causes pain. Now I told you morphine is an analgesic. Morphine, it is an analgesic. So basically, what do you think morphine is? It is pain reliever. Okay, it is a painkiller, so it relieves pain, children. It's an analgesic. Okay. Next thing, 27th, what is indicated by D in the figure? This is D, children. What is indicated by D? Light chain, heavy chain, antigen binding site, CMI. CMI means cell mediated immune response. So basically over here, this means this is the site for antigen binding. What do you call this site as? You call this site as paratope. Similarly, the antigen will be also having certain sites to get attached to them. Okay, what do you call these sites as? Epitope. Epitope, as in at the top, you can remember like that. So this area is for antigen binding. This is for antigen binding. So C is the correct answer. Okay, this came in the year. Okay, they had not mentioned the year, but yes, this is question number 27, and I hope that you got it correct. It's an easy question, yeah. Going ahead, 28th question. Now we just have 2 more questions left, children. Yeah. Which of the following immunoglobulins does constitute the largest percentage in human milk? In human milk, that is colostrum, the mother is advised to breastfeed the child during the initial days, for sure. Why? Because passively, this is an example of passive immunity, where IgG was passed through what? Placenta. IgG was passed through placenta. There is IgA, which is passed through the blood. Not the blood, the milk. Okay, through the yes, through the milk. And what milk? Basically colostrum, the first milk which is being produced by the mother. So it's IgA. Okay, I hope this is also correct. Now next, select the correct options. Now tell me, how many different types of immunoglobulins do you know? Which one is the correct over here? So you know, we have to see this thing, GAMED, G-A-M-E-D. So wherever you find G-A-M-E-D, it's correct. So I see here M is there, A is there, E is there, I is there, I is not there. So over here, A is there, G is there, E is there, D is there, M is there. This is correct. Let's see others. G, A, G, repetition. A, G, E, D, I, repeat. So this is correct. Okay. Select the correct. GAMED. Okay, please remember these are the number of immunoglobulins that is there in your body. Okay, IgG is there, as I said, in the placenta. A is there in the milk. M and D are mostly present on the B cell surface itself. E is responsible for allergy. Next, the vector for sleeping sickness is, that is the 30th question, and with this we are ending. Okay, something that came in 1989, something that is not been repeated, but still we can expect it any time. And again, as I said, there could be an option where you have to choose one out. And if you know about others, you're unsure about one thing, you can answer it, right? So why not? So vector for sleeping sickness is known as tsetse fly. Tsetse fly is the vector, and the sleeping sickness, no children, it is tropomoniasis, which is moniasis, trypanosomniasis. Sorry, not tropo, trypanosomniasis. That is the thing. Okay, trypanosomniasis. Yes, something like that is a sleeping sickness which is caused by tsetse fly. It's a vector. So with this, we are ending our 30 questions, and now you tell me who all got all the answers correct. 30 into 4, you got 120 marks in your paper. I really want to know who were those children who struggled, who put their time into studying, and then they attempted and now they have got full marks. And also, if you have not got full marks, it's totally fine. You are trying, that's a very good thing. If you are not trying, you are not doing anything. So that's a very good thing. If you're trying, do let me know your marks. I would be really happy whatever marks you're scoring. It's whether it's very much or too less, it's fine. It's fine. I appreciate your efforts rather than anything else. And now children, if you think that the whole series and everything and me teaching you is very helpful for you, then do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also comment down that ma'am, it's helpful and we are happy, or probably ask your doubts. I'll be really happy to solve them as well. Yes, so that's all children. Have a really good day, and if you have not got good scores, please do not worry, try a bit harder and then try to do these questions once again. Probably next time you may also get 120 out of 120 over here. So that's all. Bye bye children, take care.